We're back online. We have 17 lands deck lists now. Still have a ringtone on. Whoops. All right. Now, we have 17 lands deck lists up. All right. And now we're going to post this deck list in the chat so everyone can check out this Felonyus masterpiece that I've drafted. Boom. 7-1. Awesome green-blue deck. We first picked Simone. We picked up a Swarm Weaver later on in pack 3. Maybe it was pack 2. But our deck was awesome. Tons of good uncommons. Let's do another one. Where'd everybody go? Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
I got my stream back up running again.
Yes.
I can request any of your support. Went 7-1 in the first draft, and we're doing another. See if we can score 2 trophies in a row. Definitely going to hit Mythic.
Nice.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm going to pop up back to my channel. You guys are the best. All right, draft time. This is a funny card. I like a coordinated clobbering. It's not really my first favorite card to first pick, though. I don't really want to first pick this Lionheart either. I mean, it's got to be coordinated clobbering or the Lionheart Glimmer, and they're probably pretty close. Coordinated clobbering is cheaper, so I'm leaning towards that. I like playing green, though white is a stronger color, and coordinated clobbering isn't that good. But Lionheart Glimmer, I mean, they're like even. They've got to be dead even. There's some strong white cards in here. I don't really care about Walk-In Closet. I'll take coordinated clobbering. See where it leads us. Maybe down this road? Red-green's not a bad deck to be in. Had we taken the Lionheart Glimmer, what would we be looking at here? Maybe a Fear of Surveillance. Fear of Exposure's okay, but I don't want to take it second pick. I'm more interested in this Beastie Beatdown. Red-green's a good place to be in, I think. Manifest Dread is also a good pick here. It's a 2-drop in green, and it fits well in so many of the green decks. We're going to take the beat down and see where it leads us. Norin or a Moldering Gym. I don't love the idea of taking Norin this early. I also see this Shroud Stomper, and that card's pretty wild. Moldering Gym could be good. How good is Shroud Stomper? I don't really want to be playing white-black anyway. I think Moldering Gym is going to be a good pick here. Norrin Swift Survivalist is fine. But I think that the Moldering Gym is going to do more for us. This is a 1-drop. Monstrous Emergence over these two cards. I do like Insidious Fungus. That card is powerful. The Divergent Specialist is also pretty good. But I think Monstrous Emergence is a better card. It's removal in our colors. Yeah, I'll take that over the Insidious Fungus. Another Coordinated Clobbering. Well, we have some cool things to do with survival cards. That's for sure. I see this Moldering Gym and this Branch Snapper, but let's go with this theme of maybe taking advantage of survival things. Okay, this pack is full of green cards. You see the Rootwise Survivor, and it is a survivor, but it does not excite me by any means. The Hedge Shredder is okay, but I mean, I feel like a Branch Snapper or a Bashful Beastie might just be better. And I know Hedge Shredder is just not very good. Maybe we can make Rootwise Survivor work. Let's try. Drag to the Roots? That's interesting. I don't mind the idea of playing some black-green. This Moldering Gym can splash. Is that going to be a better card to take than just a Bashful Beastie? I do have a lot of removal already. Maybe I should just take this 5/4. Yeah, let's take more removal. We'll find big creatures. There's one. Baseball bat with all of these survivor themed things over that Branch Snapper. I know baseball bat isn't that good, but it would be very good with a survivor deck. I think I just want to take the Branch Snapper. But this is definitely a signal. Glimmerlight's also a good card. Take a Branch Snapper. Say its name or these white cards. I mean, that was definitely a bit of a signal, seeing that green-white card. But I don't even want to take Unwanted Remake. The card's not very good. Say its name, creature or land. It's not going to get any of those things. I guess we could take this Let's Play a Game. This card might actually do some nasty things in a Jund Delirium deck. There's some more good black cards. I don't really want either of these cards. I don't want either of those cards in my black deck at all. I mean, I'm just going to take this dual land instead of worrying about sending any signals. Fear of Lost Teeth doesn't look that exciting, but I think it's going to be better than Frantic Strength in here. Ooh. White cards. White cards indeed. Just have all of this removal. What am I even drafting? This card's really good. It's pack 2, pick 1. We're staying open. Glassworks or a Wickerfolk Thresher. We didn't see much red last pack at all. And I do like the Wickerfolk Thresher. Glassworks is awesome. It kills lots of things, but we're pretty heavy on removal already. And we're trying to move into white. I'm going to take this Thresher. Here's a dual land. Here's a Miasma Demon. Miasma Demon's pretty good, I would think. We don't have to think about playing red too much. We can just look at maybe a sort of Abzan shell. Maybe just take a Wary Watchdog. Fill our graveyard for Delirium. It's a low power pick. But I think it's better than taking the Grand Entryway. Now, I'm actually going to take Grand Entryway. I want to see if I can make Enduring Innocence work. We saw a bunch of white cards come around at the end of last pack and not red cards. So let's keep that in mind. And draft accordingly. Wow. Silent Hall Creeper. That card's really good. Sporogenic Infection is kill spell. Plus, it's kind of funny with Coordinated Clobbering. I just want to tap a 1/1. I could focus on taking a white card here because the black is... It doesn't have to be a main color. But green-white isn't that excited to play Grand Entryway in the first place. I'm going to take this Sporogenic Infection. Break down the door for a Shroud Stomper. I mean, Shroud Stomper does seem like a cool idea here. But Break Down the Door is just such a good card. Take it. Okay. Bunch of blue cards coming around. Do I have to switch to green, blue? Oh, I did pass a couple very good blue cards. Maybe just take the Friendly Teddy to turn on our Delirium. Derelict Attic does not seem like the best card. I think it's too late for me to move into blue. There's a Vile Mutilator. It's a good card for us. Defiled Crypt isn't the most exciting card, but it is fine. Maybe just take the dual land instead. No, I'll take the Defiled Crypt. It is an expensive Gravedigger. Here is a removal spell. You have Appendage Amalgam. It's going to be hard to make that Enduring Innocence work. Alright, Wheeling a Miasma Demon. I guess we're playing black-green. I actually haven't played a black-green deck yet, so this will be interesting. I did kind of push myself into it by just taking good removal spells. But this is a nice reward, pack 3. Unstoppable Slasher. And I'm not bummed that I missed out on the white because I haven't seen that many good white 2-drops that would have filled in my slots. A couple bats and an Enduring Innocence would have been fine, but I actually have good black cards here. And now we have an Unstoppable Slasher. So, see if we can make our rares work. Flesh Burrower. That is the card that I want. There's, we don't have enough 2-drops. I have a bunch of ways to fight. So Death Touch is going to be really good for us. I see this Razorkin Horde Caller and this Dual Land, and I'm thinking about our Red Splash again. Razorkin Horde Caller is really good. But I need 2-drops. We're in pack 3. Glassworks. There aren't any black and green cards here that are that exciting. I mean, Winter's Intervention is definitely going to be fine. I don't actually have any way to splash red so far. I doubt we'll wheel this Terramorphic Expanse. Another Wickerfolk Thresher? Card strong? Yeah, I'm in. Spectral Snatcher or a Fear of Exposure? Or a Glimmerlight? We're kind of low on 2-drops. A Glimmerlight might be pretty good for us. Two drops are not abundant. I might wield the Spectral Snatcher. I'm going to take Glimmerlight. Monstrous Emergence over a Beastie Beatdown. Yeah, we'll take another removal spell. Resurrected Cultist. I mean, it could find a slot in here. It's not all that likely. But it probably plays better than Appendage Amalgam. Rip Spawn Hunter? Did I get that green-white land? Wow. Rip would be quite good with our coordinated clobberings. I think I should just take another Vile Mutilator. Okay, well, now I haven't emerged from the cocoon. Oh, I didn't get the Shepherding Spirits. What did I take over the Shepherding Spirits? Alright, what do we have here? We have a lot of removal spells. That's a lot of removal spells. I guess the Winter's Intervention is going to replace some 2-drop slots for us. Sporogenic Infection is going to be a lot better for us than in most decks because we have so much removal. But I think it's probably a fair cut. Do we want to cut a land because we have this Branch Snapper? see our card types. We have a good mix of card types to hit Delirium with. Moldering Gem's going to be good for a Vile Mutilator, Ramp Out. And Fear of Lost Teeth looks kind of weak, but it also sacrifices to the Mutilator. I think ditching a land here might be fine, though I've just gotten used to doing that when I have decks full of Spineseeker Centipedes, and we didn't get any in this deck. Yeah, let's go 16 lands with this deck. It'd be nice to be able to fit the Let's Play game because it gives us some good value. A nice way to deal with gremlins, but this could be alright. I'll admit, this is not my my favorite deck that I've drafted so far. It does not look very good. It looks like a solid 5, maybe a 6. Let's see what happens. I'm confident. We need 1 win to pop us into Mythic. I'm in. We have a 2-drop. We have a Wickerfolk Thresher. We've got some removal, some value. Lots of stuff that we can do. The coordinated clobberings will be a lot better when I have attackers like Wickerfolk Thresher that are going to give me value. I will have to tap attackers to use the clobbering. I could just get rid of that Stalked Researcher now. Make sure that I can curve out. No, that doesn't make any sense. I want to save my Flesh Burrower to, or save my Coordinated Clobbering to kill something that actually matters. Hope we can get an attack off with this Thresher. If not, we'll get our Crypt out there and try to get it back. I do want that in my yard. I would like his Sawblade Skin Ripper to be dead. But okay. I did not expect him to block there. That was nice. I can actually play the Flesh Burrower, but I'd rather have this. Make it 2/2. Equip. Get rid of this flyer before he gets any sort of surveil value. I have a lot of removal, so I want to keep him from building a board since he has more mana than I do. Plus, that might end up drawing him cards with that surveil. Okay. Pretty strong. Now I have a land to make the Thresher Glassworks proof. And he might have another removal spell, but that'll be a fine trade for us. Pyroclasm would be pretty cool. Okay, well, he had to use 2 cards for it. And look what we did. Hopefully he plays something that's worth murdering, so that I can get my delirium value. That's an instant. I think I would like to kill this so that it doesn't deal me damage anymore. Now I can get my value off of the Thresher. These coordinated clobberings are looking pretty bad without any other creatures to tap. But 2/2 is not a big deal here. Especially not when we have this. I'm just going to attack here. I don't need to open myself up to any sort of interaction that he has by Winter's Adventuring. I'm just going to cast this. Make a 5/5. I'd rather have another threat out than another land and interaction up. Marina Vendrell. My opponent's playing 5-color rooms. Nice. This card would be so much better if you could activate its tap ability at instant speed. I don't think it's very good because you can't, and it's a defensive card that you can't leave on defense after you use its ability. Look at our opponent. They got Marina Vendrell and Central Elevator. This is an awesome deck. It is not going to be awesome enough, though. Good game. We're in Mythic. Got him. Alright, Black-Green. Thanks for carrying us up. Where'd it put us? Ooh, it put us in the top 250? I like that. My record must be pretty good. Alright. Let's do it again. Still got another hour of streaming at least. See how far up we can climb. This hand's not great, but I do have Biomutilator a turn early. I have Moldering Gem. So, yeah, I mean, my opponent didn't play a 2-drop. That's nice. Black, red. No 3-drop either. I drew another land. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay. Seems like a reasonable trade for us. We just got a land and he just discarded a card and lost 2 life. I think I should manifest Thread here. Wow. I'm looking forward to flipping that over in the near future. For now, however, I will simply kill this. That's non-token, right? And then next turn we'll have an enormous Branch Snapper. With 14 damage with Trample coming in. You might steal that, and then... Okay, well that's better than stealing it and Final Vengeancing my Branch Snapper. Oh, no. Yeah, we're gonna struggle now. I was afraid to flip the Branch Snapper that last turn because he had the Diversion Specialist out. And if he stole it, he would have just, you know, he already had the sacrifice source on board. Wow. I don't have lots of removal. I can't even kill that. Another Horde Caller. Oof. The land is not what we needed there. Getting pretty screwed this game on draws. That's funny. My opponent's played 3 Razorkin Horde Callers. His deck is awesome. Yeah, I'm dead. That Unstoppable Slasher would have been pretty excellent a couple turns ago. Or even 1 turn ago. Yeah, my opponent had too much removal there. Black, red. Ooh, we're fighting number 1 in Mythic right now. How about that? Number 1 arena limited player in the world right now is my opponent. Let's see if we can knock him off that spot. We'll let him see the Branch Snapper, know that it's coming eventually. I'd rather him know that than know that the Wickerfolk Thresher's coming turn 4. Oh, he missed a land drop? Counterspell? Okay. Alright, number 1. He was number 1. Are we gonna get countered? We're gonna get countered. Well, there's a good chance this Rootwise Survivor will resolve next turn. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe he just has infinite counterspells. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rootwise Survivor online. Got him. Sorry, number 1. You have been dethroned. Not by me, but... Well, yeah. You've been dethroned by me, but... I'm not taking that throne. At least not yet. I wonder how many spots you fall when you're number 1 and you lose to 250. I went up 60 spots, but that's because I just got into Mythic. It's a lot more exaggerated early on when your win rate is more highly affected by each game. I think. I won't pretend to know exactly how the matchmaking and MMR and rating system works in Arena. But I'm pretty sure it's mainly based on your win rate in that format. We're playing the long game. Wow. Well, maybe I shouldn't ditch this Branch Snapper yet, now that I have to deal 5 damage to something. Well, it's gone for now. That will be big. Is it worth getting a land here? Yeah, that way I can actually use the Defiled Crypt next turn. I'm hoping to catch him off guard with Rootwise Survivor. We'll see what happens. Wow, Zimone. If he has a land in hand, this guy's going off. No land in hand. Not even has Death Touch, so it blocks my Survivor. But would it make more sense to kill the 5/5? I think it might. I mean, he's got some piece of interaction. Is it Winter's Intervention, though? I think I just have to try and kill this 5/5. It is Winter's Intervention. So I could have killed the 2/2 and then killed his guy and had this as a blocker. No, I wouldn't have had a blocker, but he would have gotten in for 2 less damage. Ah, well. Oh, wow. And he's going to make a 7/7. This is going to be a quick one. Yeah, I was playing around Winter's Intervention in the first place, just not very well. Wow. I wonder if this guy has 3 say its names too. This dude's deck is sick. Oh, jeez. Yeah, definitely have to block that. There's a lot of trample, and I have a lot of dead. Right? Yeah, I'm dead. Now he's got the Balustrade Worm and that. He's got like 14 trample damage. Okay. 2 and 2. 2 and 2 with black green. Let us glance upon the deck list. Does it need any changes? Sporogenic Infection. Could be cool. For what? Yeah, I kind of need... honestly, I think I need all these cards, and I don't need Sporogenic Infection. Though I will admit, I was looking at Coordinated Clobbering with some rose-colored glasses. Next time I might just consider taking, like, a better common. It's a good card. It's good, but it's not that good. It's great to double spell with the turn you play a creature when you have some tempo. But it has not been very good for us. That's certain. Ooh, I wanted that land. And I want to kill this. I want to kill it next turn anyway. Red-white has a lot of tricks. I don't want to take any risks. Exile target artifact. It's a pretty good solution for the plaything. I'm just going to drop a slasher because it also blocks it. Oh, bummer. Ouch. What a brutal play. Maybe I should have held that. Killed his 4 damager creature. Well, now I'll certainly be breaking down that door. Maybe he'll play an equipment on it first. What will my opponent do next? We're hoping to draw land. Drop this Thresher. That's not a creature. Happy to see that. Alright, land. Pressure. Probably a turn inside out up the sleeve. Might be able to get him with his murder. See what happens. If he has the confidence to attack in. I think I'd have been in trouble if I had just played the cultist, though. I certainly could have attacked for 5, but this is good. Now I guess we just do that. Prevent him from getting any value out of it. I'd like to get rid of that Slayer and start doing some damage. Resurrected Cultist is looking pretty silly against that Clockwork Percussionist. First time I've played Cultist in a deck, and I'm doing it because I'm in a black-green deck, but I gotta say, it doesn't look very good. It does trade with 4/4s and 5/4s. Oh, wow, split up. That is powerful. And it doesn't block the Percussionist, but better for mana. He has 3 cards and he didn't play anything. There must be removal, right? I know one of them's a turn inside out. I'm going to try and bait out removal. I'm not in like an immediate threat position right now, so I'm going to see if I can bait out some of his removal before I drop this Thresher. Oh well. Now I'm going to play the Thresher, and he'll probably kill it. And then I'll drop these Vile Mutilators. I mean, hopefully he has Trapped in the Screen, and I just get to get him with that. This will make him sacrifice a creature and a Trapped in the Screen. Okay. There's Dragonfire. You can attack in with that turn inside out again. So he had removal. I got him for 2 of the 3 cards that were in his hand. Oh, wow. That's powerful. Man. Only I had that Flesh Burrower up. That was one of the cards in his hand. He was waiting to get me with something. With that Fear of Being Hunted. Very strong. Very strong opponent. I'm going to wait to play that Miasma Demon. Okay, that's what I wanted. Wow, that's a pretty good one for him. Now, if he doesn't want me to get a land, he has to kill my Rootwise Survivor. Either by double blocking it or by blocking with the turn inside out. Either way, my clock looks pretty good. Oh. Wow. That's one way to lose a game. And he gets to turn inside out. Wow, what a card to manifest Dread. Lucky. Oh man, lucky duck. That is madness. Well, sometimes your opponent gets real lucky. Like that. Oof. Patch Plaything under Manifest Dread is pretty insane. Wow, that was disappointing. We had that one in the bag. Our opponent got really lucky and beat us. So, black-green, as expected, didn't perform too well. Let's give it another shot. Entity Tracker, pick one. Pretty strong card, if you ask me. I like rares, the draw me cards. White-blue, great place to be. And this is like a signpost rare for white-blue. We have Betrayer's Bargain, Exercise in here as well that look very good. Break down the door. But I'll take Entity Tracker. It's a rare. Hopefully we get to play white-blue with it. What do we have here? What the heck is this? What? Why would I ever want to do that? Seems like a terrible idea. Don't play that. I'm not going to play that. I'm going to take Shard Mage's Rescue because white-blue. What a great card to follow up Entity Tracker with. I mean, I see the Sphere of Infinity. It's cute. Don't care. I don't want to play blue-black. Shard Mage's Rescue is awesome, and we want to play white-blue. So let's do it. Boom! Inquisitive Glimmer, Windmill, slam it down! I see this grand entryway, and I like the idea of it, but we're going to take this white-blue. Get another uncommon. Juicy. I like this start. Unsettling Twins. It's not an enchantment, but it is one of the best white commons, and we're going to take it quite happily. Tunnel Surveyor. Sweet. There's a chance white-blue is drying up, but these first 3 picks should be able to carry us at least into pack 2. These first 5 picks, I should say. They're all very good cards for our deck. Ooh, a Seized from Slumber? Sure. It's a fine card in a white-blue deck. Alright, Grand Entryway. It's the kind of thing we want to see when we have our entity tracker and we're looking to stack more eerie effects. I do see this Glimmer Burst. I see Unsettling Twins. Glimmer Burst is definitely really good in the white-blue deck. And maybe I should take that instead, actually. That card is really good. But it's not a 2-drop, and it doesn't give you as many eerie triggers. I feel like it's a harder card to get a hold of, so we're going to take it. A Friendly Ghost or this Ghostly Keybearer? Probably a Friendly Ghost. I like the Friendly Ghost. But Ghostly Keybearer is kind of cool. I'd rather have a Friendly Ghost. Stalked Researcher. Sure. Take a 2-drop. It's a filler common, but it could definitely make the deck. Ooh, Dual Land. Sure. Maybe we'll see a Gremlin Tamer or an Optimistic Scavenger, pack 2 or pack 2 or 3. But we have at least one of the cards that we need to make eerie triggers worth it. We definitely want Glimmer Bursts in this deck. And if you faulted me for taking Grand Entryway over Glimmer Burst, I could have a conversation with you. But I took Grand Entryway because it's cheaper, and Glimmer Burst may be slightly better, but I don't want to fill up my 4-drop slot as fast as I do my 2-drop slot. And specifically with Entity Tracker, Grand Entryway is really good, and it draws you 2 cards when you play it. Take a couple junk commons that we don't care about and move on to pack 2. All right. What do we got? Stay hidden, stay silent. It's an enchantment, it's removal, it's cheap, it's the goodness. Snatch. Flood Pits, Drowner. That card's awesome. I don't see any enchantments here or any eerie payoffs, but that's okay. Flood Pits, Drowner's awesome. Maybe we'll wheel the Cheerleader or the Peeper. Let's take a Drowner. Okay. Yeah, I see things are drying up a little bit for our white-blue deck. Deceased from slumber. I haven't seen any slimy aquariums, underwater tunnels, which is why I'm thinking somebody near us could be a white-blue deck. Do I want the cheerleader or the seized from slumber? I want seized from slumber. But acrobatic cheerleader is pretty good too. Yeah, we're just going to take another removal spell here in case our deck doesn't fill out with a bunch of good white-blue enchantments. You know, we'll at least have some value. Or sorry, if we don't get enough like 2-drop enchantments, at least we'll have some kill spells and ways to make it last, make the deck last, so I can get value off an Entity Tracker and such. Unnerving Grasp is awesome. We're going to snatch it. There's also Unable to Scream and Unsettling Twins. It'd be cool if I wield one, but I don't have any expectations to do so. Another Inquisitive Glimmer? Yeah, totally. Card's great. Let's do it. Unsettling Twins over a Piranha Fly. Yeah, that makes sense to me. There's a Glimmer Burst for us. I think I'm going to take that over Duskmourn's Domination. Duskmourn's Domination does not excite me. I'd much rather have a Glimmer Burst. A Valgavoth's Lair? I mean, it's an Eerie trigger from my land. Yeah, I'll take that. Piranha Fly, totally playable. We like 2-drops. This deck can produce tempo pretty well. And that's a good way to start doing it. The ability to splash over a Creeping Peeper. I think the chances of me playing a Creeping Peeper are very, very low. I'm going to take the Lakeside check. I already have a couple ways to get green in there already. Maybe we'll be given a reason to do so. There are some good green-blue cards. Can't think of any green-white cards I'd really want to play, but there's some good green-blue cards like Zimone that would find a happy home in here, or like Oblivious Bookworm. We have a bunch of Manifest Dread already. I mean, Marvin doesn't really do anything, but we'll take it. A white-blue land. Cool, let's make our mana even better. Not a whole lot of exciting white-blue cards here, but Glimmerseeker's good enough. Yeah. Take it. Come on, let me see a Scavenger, maybe a Gremlin Tamer. Only got a couple more picks to see one. It's not going to be here, but I do like Lionheart Glimmer. Be able to get that out earlier with our Inquisitive Glimmer. And we have a couple Unsettling Twins. Take advantage of that Anthem. Another grand entryway? Sure. I bet we could wheel that Duskmourn's Dominion, too. I mean, I'm not going to bet money on it. Conductive Machete looks pretty good here over the Shepherding Spirits, I think. Yeah. Cool if I could see a Paranormal Analyst. But I'd be even happier with... yeah, none of these, really. Let's see. Do I want another Friendly Ghost or that Vanish from Sight? What's my removal look like? I think I want that Vanish from Sight more. Another Glimmer. Okay. We've filled up on cards now. This is coming together pretty well. A fear of immobility or this rip spawn hunter for our green splash. That is a green white card we could play. I mean, that's kind of cool. We don't really want to make our mana worse, though. I'd rather just take this fear of immobility. It's going to be a better top end for us. As cute as Rip might be. I guess Cult Healer could find a slot in here, but it's very unlikely. Jump Scare or Erratic Apparition? You know, I'm not like a huge fan of either one of the cards, but I think Jump Scare is better. But I don't really want combat. I guess I could use a combat trick with my Glimmer Seeker. Another Piranha Fly. Could make it in there. Hey, well, look. Duskmourn's Domination. It did wheel. Alright, this deck looks great. Let's make a few cuts and finish it up. Friendly Ghost will be good with Glimmer Seeker. I guess that other Friendly Ghost is about probably better than Banished from Sight for the Glimmer Seeker specifically, but it's okay. I guess this Conductive Machete isn't quite what this deck wants to be doing. And I have pretty high card quality to begin with. So I just need to cut a card. I mean, my curve is kind of low. It's not that low. I just have a lot of 2-drops. The question is, can I afford cutting a land? I do really like playing 16 lands in this format. But when you have a lot of Manifest Dread, it even makes sense to play more lands because you get to turn your lands into creatures. I guess I could cut this Stalked Researcher. Yeah, I don't need that. I have a bunch of good 2-drops. Excellent. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back, and then we'll play a few games. All right. We're pleased with 17 lands, the amount of draw effects that we have in here. It'd be nice to sneak in a combat trick or Duskmourn's domination instead of one of these lands, but we're just going to stick with 17 because our card quality is pretty good. We do have several ways to draw extra cards, so we're going to make sure we hit our land drops. Let's do it. I recently bought Photoshop, so now I can trim my videos and post them per draft instead of just one big chunk every time. That should be more convenient. That way you can just check out a specific color pair draft if you want to. Just one draft at a time is a lot easier to digest than 3 drafts in one video. That's for sure. No Gremlin Tamers, no Scavengers in this white-blue deck, but it does have high card quality. I think we could go far with it. We didn't pick up any Glimmer Lights either. Of all the cards to follow up with. Another land would be so cool right now. I imagine my opponent has some sort of trick, so instead of activating the Elegant Rotunda to get in an attack, I'm just going to pass. The Entity Tracker has Flash. If my opponent taps out, then I'll be able to drop the Entity Tracker, and the next turn keep up the Shard Mage's Rescue. Oh, that's nice. They have a Scorching Dragonfire, too? Wow. Another Scorching Dragonfire, I should say. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a combat trick. Ooh, got him. Well, he's going to use some kind of trick, I assume, but I'm going to get in and attack. Now we're going to make a Glimmer. Alright, cool. Would have been a good idea to drop the Entity Tracker in response to that trigger. Oh well. Now I can make the Glimmer Seeker a 5/5. But I think I would rather just attack. In case he has frantic strength, I want to put the damage on the watchdog. Oh wait, that's a 3-drop. Oh well. That's a good trade for me. Then I have this Glimmer Burst to play if he tries to kill the entity tracker. I'll have a nice board position. Yeah, it's alright. We'll get some value off the entity tracker anyway. Yeah, we missed out on lands. Had we curved out with the right number of lands, would have gone a lot more smoothly. I think I should just unlock. Attack. Play this Piranha Fly, and then I've got a bunch of power on the board if I get to drop this Lionheart Glimmer. Drawing another white source. Okay. No other white source, unfortunately. How weak to Pyroclasm do I want to be? He has a lot of cards in his hand. I'm just going to play the Sphere of Mobility. I'm afraid of Pyroclasm. That's a lot of 2 toughness creatures if I play the Unsettling Twins. There's just so many cards in his hands. I can't think of anything in response that he could have for this in a red-green deck. What? Untimely malfunction? That is crazy. Yeah, I'll take him down to 2 if I can. That was pretty awesome. Untimely malfunction. That's the first time I've seen somebody cast it to change the target of a kill spell. That was pretty sick. Yeah, I couldn't think of something in red green. He had one thing I haven't seen before. That was cool. I'm gonna get a bunch of 2-power creatures on the board, as opposed to just playing the Lionheart Glimmer. Now the Lionheart Glimmer actually ends the game when I play it, as opposed to just forcing him to make a couple blocks. Untimely malfunction. Oh, it's so awesome. Does he have 2 removal spells? Well, if he does, then he has to trade off the rest of his creatures. So. Another removal spell. Maybe not. He's going to draw. Maybe he could draw into one. Maybe he has another Scorching Dragonfire. He's got 3 mana to use. That'll be the game. The game. Alright, white-blue deck. Well performed. Wanna know. I gotta come up with a Felonious Fowl costume for Halloween. I mean, I have all the clothes already, because it's just me in a rooster suit, but I don't have an abundance of purple feathers lying around. Or a beak. Like the beak. Pretty important if I want to be a fowl on Halloween. Purple chicken mask, normal clothing, cosplay achieved. Yeah, totally. I could totally make my own like mugshot claw thing too. I'm gonna cosplay myself. It's a little. That's a good point. I am going to MagicCon Vegas. Piranhafly looks so bad against his Fear of Lost Teeth. This should be good. I can double block the Glimmer Seeker, get around whatever trick he has with this Seize from Slumber. This should be quite a blowout. Unless he has Shard Mage's Rescue in his hand too, then it'll be a real blowout. in the other direction. He's afraid I have the jump scare. Alright. Juicy. And he only got rid of the 1/1. That was a nice trade. It really could not have gone better. Yep, you got my planes. Oh, what a top deck. Now my flaws are immune. Or my flies are immune. Well, I didn't need to do that, but oh well. He's gonna get a 1/1. I shouldn't have activated that. I should have waited till I had an entity tracker. But yeah, he just wanted to kill a 2/2 anyway. Should be the game. Got him. 2-0. That Elegant Rotunda was dope. All right. Google's purple feathers. I can get some ostrich feathers. I can get some peacock feathers. That could be some chimeric fowl being made from the essences of many plumes. Purple rooster feathers. Oh yeah, we've got options. We don't get to get an Eerie Trigger off of our Valgavoth Lair, but we got to keep this hand, so worth. Inquisitive Glimmer. It'd be nice to draw a Plains next turn. Not a Plains. I'll attack for 2 because I have this Drowner. I have a better plan. Wow, what a cool combo. I mean, if I didn't have this kill spell, it would be cool for him. Keep that in mind as I'm navigating future drafts. I mean, yeah, we know Orphans of the Wheat works well with Survivor cards, but that's just a white on white one, so good to keep in mind. Just a couple uncommons. Seems like a pretty powerful strategy. Our opponent missed a land drop, which is not good to deal with our curve here. Our curve's been quite strong. I get to make it so he has no good blocks. I think I want to keep that grand entry. Well, I guess another 1/1 will end the game. Got him. 3-0. That was pretty nasty. Let's keep it rolling. How quickly can we get 4 wins? You know, you might be surprised to discover that purple rooster masks are not in abundance. Or you might not be surprised. Personally, not that surprised. I don't have a 2-drop in this hand, but it's definitely capable. Hey, look, a 2-drop. We have a lot of those, so good chance of drawing one. Counterspell. Let's see it. Counter that spell. What you got, opponent? Is he a Shard Mage's Rescue up? It might be a jump scare. Let's hope it's a jump scare. It's not. Shard Mage's Rescue. Ah, wow, that's good. That was good value. It was a 1-for-1. That's a pretty good one that he got back, though. It's a pretty powerful creature to have under there. I'd really like to draw running lands so I could play Friendly Ghost, specifically a Plains in one of those. But I would very much like to play Friendly Ghost, keeping up a Shard Mage Rescue, and then to flip the Lionheart the following turn with that Shard Mage's Rescue up. Yeah, my opponent didn't do anything last turn to affect the board. I don't need to gain the tempo. Ooh, got him. Excellent. Can I just kill him with this? 2+1/+1 counters on there, and then 2 there. No, that's not quite enough. But he wouldn't get any value out of blocks. I think that's a good play. He has to block 4 power. Die. Alright, that works. Good game. That works for me. 4-0. Slaying it with this white-blue deck. Any changes we want to make? I don't think so. Pretty happy with everything. We don't need a jump scare. All our cards are pulling lots of weight. That was a good hand. We'll get a Piranha Fly out there. Into our Surveyor, into a Friendly Ghost if we get a land. Ooh, removal spell. Gotta be the best black 2-drop common. And the best black 2-drop common is... I mean, that's fine that it's removal. I can play a Friendly Ghost here and just get in some decks. I could have forced a trade Tunnel Surveyors, but he wasn't into that. An Appendage Amalgam? Glimmer Burst. We have some pretty good tempo. Especially with this Elegant Rotunda and a Drowner next turn. Might just be able to kill him in 2 turns. Yeah. He needs removal. Alright, that works for me. I get to tap down his Drowner next turn. Yeah, that's a smart play. Ah, more removal. Nice, opponent. Opponent had lots of removal. Many an answer. Entity Tracker would be pretty sweet here. I'm gonna wait to hit that grand entryway until I draw my Entity Tracker. It'll draw me 2 cards when that happens. I'm at like 6 spells, 6 lands. Yeah, I should draw more spells. Our opponent has a lot of cards. We're going to need something soon, or we'll fall behind pretty quickly. Come on, Entity Tracker. 1 in 28. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, well. Is that a trade that I really want to make? No, it's not. I think he will trade that, won't he? I would in his shoes, so I'm going to assume he will. Means I would rather block the Tunnel Surveyor. Land is not what I wanted there. Yeah, blocks. Wow. That is pretty strong. Yeah, our opponent had so many cards. Glimmerburst drew them into this Drowned Diner. And their Winter's Intervention and all their extra removal. Did a great job keeping them alive. I have a few top decks that could be pretty good. That's not one of them. Yeah, he's got 10 in the air. Alright, we'll take our first loss. This white-blue deck. Lost against blue-black. Our opponent had lots of removal and lots of card advantage. classic battle, removal and card advantage versus creatures and tempo. Let's see if we can finish this one out with a few more wins before I have to leave. Bring me on another opponent. Ready, set, cue. I like this hand. Good start. Another Plains would make it even better. The Inquisitive Glimmer into Grand Entryway and Elegant Rotunda on turn 3 is a pretty nasty combo. Our opponent is taking a mental misstep from Magic in the middle of this game, it appears. I'm putting a lot of power on the board, and he didn't play a 2-drop, so I'm okay not getting any eerie triggers off of this Grand Entryway. Okay, so now I just get to like activate this to pump up these two. Get another Piranha Fly out there. And then we've got some solid removal for next turn. guess I should have put the counter on the glimmer. Oh, I like that. Would have been nice to draw a land there, but it's okay. Our opponent is quickly dying. Got him. Excellent. 5-1 now. This white blue enchantments deck. Let's finish up this trophy. Get a couple more wins. This will be our second trophy today if we get it. Gotta figure out how this Stream Decker extension works. So it actually shows a deck list up there. Okay, upload new. Yeah, I'll be able to get this Stream Decker thing working. Okay, this hand looks awesome. Awesome, sauceum. Inquisitive Glimmer. Or Piranha Fly first. Probably the Inquisitive Glimmer so that I can do the Entity Tracker thing correctly. Yeah. I didn't want to block. He's afraid of my jump scare. He didn't want to block. The Windbreaker. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Let's just draw a bunch of cards. Grand Entryway just drew me 3 cards for that Entity Tracker. That was awesome. Yep, perfect. I guess not attacking with that would have kept it around for another turn, but I mean, Entity Tracker drew me 3 cards, so it has definitely done its job. I'd like to be able to double spell here, but I don't have the capacity. Our opponent is also producing a lot of card advantage with that Paranormal Analyst. Wow. Alright. My opponent is going off. I'm at 16. I think I just swing out. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess Shardmage's Rescue does the same thing as Vanish from Sight here. Except I also get to play 2 Piranha Flies after he goes down to 2. Five, 6. Yeah, I'm just going to kill the Scavenger and the Analyst. Shardmage's Rescue the Glimmer. Damage goes through. He goes to 2. I get to keep my creatures, and then I drop 2 flying threats for lethal. Good game. Climbing our way up. Let's see if we can get to double digits. Not today, though. Not today. All right. One more win. 6-1 with this awesome white-blue deck. Let's finish it up. Good hand. Oh, man. No entity tracker value with the Valgavoth Slayer. Could have been able to do it. Oh, well. May have had the ability. I haven't gotten an Eerie Trigger off with this yet, but I'd like to. Alright, opponents spinning their wheels with black-red, getting some good value. Okay. Let's make it look like we have a counterspell. Well, we don't get to curve out with the fear of immobility any longer. But we might be able to get him here. Is it worth it? I would like to take the risk. Sweet. Well, that is a card that is worth getting rid of with this, and that way I get a draw trigger too. Entity Tracker doesn't make a very good blocker against a percussionist with a chainsaw on it, so I'm not going to leave up blockers. That way I get to be the aggressor now. Turning on Fear of Immobility next turn. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice. Especially if he doesn't play anything else. Okay. Well, we get to keep our Entity Tracker, so I'm quite pleased. Drop our Fear of Immobility, draw another card. Nice. Wow. Disturbing Mirth, pretty sweet card. Combos with itself so well. A unique card that does nothing on its own, but when paired with itself, does everything. More lands. Oh, wow. What a way to use his mana. That puts us in a pretty difficult position. He's going to attach that chainsaw to Vengeful Stick Twister. Oh, man. Can you imagine if that Shard Mage's Rescue was in our hand instead of drawing another land? That's brutal. Wow. Opponent's curving out. Got to play 2 enchantments there too? Wow, that's wild. That was pretty nice. My opponent has so many cards. The Painter Studio, the Chainsaw. Wow. Wow. I can just put the chainsaw on the Stick Twister. And if I don't pay for it, it's me. Oh, he's not going to do it. Well, I'll just take damage then. That's a very nice top deck. I really don't want him to get his Fear of Missing Out back. Yeah, I know. I want to Seize from Slumber the Outseer Stick Twister, but I think I have to do this instead. Wow, that's brutal. Grand Entryway was coming up next. That would have drawn me 3 cards. Yeah, well, if I had gotten that grand entryway, this game would probably go a lot different. Since I didn't, I have a feeling I'm going to lose. One, two, three. I've got 6 lands left in the deck. That opponent just keeps playing nasty threats. He's never running out of cards. Black-red deck is wild. Yeah, it's too many lands. Oh, we got screwed there. That was a pretty hilarious difference in luck. Our opponent was able to use every single bit of their mana perfectly, like every single turn, and we just got screwed. Our Manifest Dreads worked out pretty poorly. Our top decks were bad. I just kept top decking lands. There were like 4 land top decks there in the last several turns of the game. This looks pretty good, though. Maybe I can draw another land so that I don't have to play this enchantment land. I have another 2-drop to excuse not playing my tapped land. I played that over the Piranha Fly because there are 2-drops that Piranha Fly could be killed by. Dang. What bad luck. Not getting another land out of any of those cards. We had 3 draws to grab a 3rd one. Brutal. Yeah, we're going to be pretty far behind now as Victor. The fact that we don't have any attackers. I do not like this. Another no land turn. Sweet. A land would make everything okay. Impossible. Not gonna happen. Hey, we got a land. Nice. And then, yeah, I don't want to trade my Piranha Fly for his Fear of Infinity. I'd rather get my friendly ghost out there. Yeah, keep drawing cards. That's what we needed. We needed our opponent to spend a turn doing nothing. And he did. He flipped this thing. Then we drew all the cards. And we're going to draw even more cards. Looks to me. Crazy. And why not draw another couple cards? And just discard down to hand size now. Alright. Well, hopefully our opponent doesn't play Damnation here. And if they do, I think we're still going to be in okay shape. That is a good game. Excellent. I just beat Albion. Probably get a kick out of that Cylon skin job. Albion has been defeated. Excellent. That was fun. That was a very fun few drafts. We got an awesome white-blue deck trophy for 7 and 2. We also played a... What did we draft first? Green-blue. Awesome green-blue deck with Zimone. Went 7 and 1 with that. We also went 2 and 3 with the black-green deck. But hey, can't win them all. Altogether, we get 16 wins and 6 losses. 16 and 6 today. We've earned our top 250 spot, and we had a blast doing it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Felonyus.